Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jenny. I'm here today to share a book review of Women in the Picture, What Culture Does with Female Bodies by McCormack. This is actually the North American version of this book. The UK version is slightly different and has a different subtitle, so I'll just insert a picture here just in case. So I led this a book club about this book on the Thrive Together network, and this book was quite inspirational and pivotal to me. So it is divided into several sections which focus on archetypes that women have been visually and culturally constrained to through patriarchal culture. The first one being Venus. So if you think of all of the imagery of Venus, the sculptures and paintings that have been done over the years as this sexually open and woman that men can fantasize about, can engage with sexually, that's, the first one. The second one is the mother. So obviously in Western Christian culture based on the Virgin Mary. So this ideal version of a mother, the self-sacrifice of that, the perfection of that, and oftentimes the kind of asexuality of that. So the mother is removed from being the sexual being, but also is giving of herself all the time. Then you have maidens and dead damsels, which is an incredible section which covers the extensive sexual violence that is included in so much art and in so much myth and culture, to the point that it's actually the hardest section to read, in my opinion, because it pulls apart the many layers of our society that are built around sexual violence against women and children that we don't even really understand, right? That we don't even see. And I found, as with any time that I'm reading feminist theory, that section to be so challenging because it really makes you rethink a lot of things. It makes you deconstruct the society around you and see it with a different lens. And that's really important when we're talking about making a more equitable and fair society for everyone. And then the final section is monstrous women. And so this idea of the Medusa, or women as beasts. So usually these women are sexually aggressive, they are self-possessed, they are opinionated, they are speaking, they are demanding something. So think about the suffragettes, think about anytime a woman is being assertive or trying to fight for something, she is labeled as a witch or as a monster, and she is given these images are used against her in order to discredit what she's trying to say. And so McCormack goes through the visual culture, not just art, but also advertising and just our general culture, and gives examples of how these images are there and how they affect women and men and create a lot of inequality in our society and perpetuate a lot of things that are harmful and hurtful to humanity in general. So while this does focus on art, I think it's a very accessible book. It was written to be accessible to average people, not to be something that you would only read if you are interested in art history or if you are a feminist scholar or some sort of academic. It's written for everyday people to help them deconstruct these images that are everywhere. And these are not just images of sexual violence against women, but also racist images, images that perpetuate stereotypes about certain groups of people, and how we can start questioning things. One of the important aspects also of this book is that it's not demonizing these past works. It's not telling you that you should not enjoy this art for what it is, but it's telling you that if you don't understand the context behind what you're looking at, it can actually cause harm. And so you need to be able to look at these things with a critical eye, deconstruct the artist's intention and the artist's time frame, where they came from the image itself. And we need to be able to look at these images again with our lens of today and put them into context for what they represented at the time. And so part of that is the job of the museums and galleries and institutions that are promoting this art. Part of that is creating a dialogue so that people can learn and share and talk and dissect these ideas without feeling personally attacked, because this isn't about attacking anyone. It's about creating a dialogue through which people can learn and share again and work together to create a world where these images are not polluting us. They're not asking us to hold up to put anything on a pedestal that doesn't deserve to be there, but also it's asking us to say, what does this say about our society that we are promoting these images over these other ones? Whose view of the world are we promoting over other people's views of the world? And how is that hurting other people in this society? So it's not even a very long book. It's just a bit over 200 pages. But it has so much in it, and that's why I wanted to review it today, because I think that a lot of people, when they are looking for nonfiction to read, or when they are looking for ways of dissecting society and creating equity in society, they feel that they have to do it through a very specific way and through a very specific type of text. And I don't think that's true. I really think that a more personal text that is coming from a feminist angle and is trying to be as broad and inclusive as possible. And by that, I mean, Catherine McCormack acknowledges in this book that a lot of the imagery she's sourcing here is specific to white women or Western culture, but that there's also other voices that are being marginalized within these views that are really important to consider as well and to bring into the conversation. And so I would really encourage anyone who is looking to to understand the structure of patriarchy and the systems that have built up within it that have created the level of inequity that we have today in our culture, to read this, and it will help you deconstruct those things. And I will say that for myself, because I have read quite a bit of feminist theory and feminist art history texts, there were things in here that were not new ideas to me, but Catherine McCormack takes the lens of these ideas and really, I think, deepens them, broadens them out a bit, and makes them so accessible to any reader who is interested in this topic. And I really would encourage everyone to read this. I do think that these are the types of books that will make a difference and that will challenge the way you look at the world, but do it in a way that is not threatening, and is not preachy. It is about, just exposing things and then saying, let's talk about it. Let's make discussion, and let's make sure that the voices of artists and thinkers that are challenging these ideas are the ones that are being encouraged to step forward. Those are the ideas we need to hear, and those are the ideas that are going to make the world a better place. So, Women in the Picture by Catherine McCormack. Check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again soon with another video.